Right, welcome guys. MPs and peers, this is all UK side, are calling on Trump to be blocked from addressing Parliament during UK visit. Do you want to know why? Because apparently, according to the unelected Lords, that's right, the unelected peers, he doesn't respect democracy. That's funny, isn't it? Yeah. Not overly sure how they can figure that out. But hey, The Independent is here to tell us, so I thought we would take a look at it together, because this is, again, just utter drivel. Just bizarre. It's just genuinely bizarre. It's just that rank hypocrisy, again, that we see from people time and time and time again. TDS strikes again. So MPs and peers are campaigning to block Donald Trump from addressing Parliament during his state visit to the UK, warning the US president, quote, does not respect democracy. Again, this is from unelected peers, people who were not democratically elected, criticising a democratically elected official of the UK's arguably closest partner and also the world hegemon. It's pretty dumb, isn't it, really? Wow. The US president has suggested Buckingham Palace is setting a date for September for him to stay in Britain. However, some parliamentarians have voiced concerns that it would be inappropriate for him to speak in the Palace of Westminster as his predecessors Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton did. Why? Didn't the Palace of Westminster recently hold some, some Ramadan crap? Surely it's inappropriate to have that there when this is a Christian state, no? Anyway, first reported in the Times, Lords, right? The House of Lords are unelected. For those that don't know, in the UK, we've got two houses. Houses of Parliament, a House of Lords. And the House of Lords do have quite a lot of say, actually, on what can get passed, right? That's why governments tend to stack the House of Lords with politically inclined individuals of their side. But they're unelected, right? They're not elected, and they have a say over our democracy. It's funny that, isn't it? So first reported in the Times, Lord Fawkes of Cumnock, inappropriate, who was a minister in Sir Tony Blair's government, wrote to Lord Speaker Lord McFall of Oldclough, warning it would be, quote, inappropriate for the US president to address both houses of Parliament because of his attitude towards and comments about the UK parliamentary democracy, the NATO alliance and Ukraine. Oh, God help. I mean, God forbid someone rock the boat ever so slightly and not go with the status quo. Ridiculous. And the UK is a shithole at the moment. And no, it does not have free speech. And yes, people are being arrested for things they post online. There are more people arrested per capita in the UK for speech violations than in communist China. So just take stock of that. Take stock of that, because that's really alarming. If you were to be blind tested on some of the things that people have been arrested for in the UK, and you were to be asked, well, all these things were arrests for blah, 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 blah. Where do you think they were arrested? You would not think to say the UK. Ordinarily, you wouldn't. Nowadays, more and more people are wising up to the fact that we are under some kind of draconian 1984 dictatorship. But yeah, ordinarily, you'd be like, yeah, Soviet Russia or communist China. No, the UK. The UK has fallen. So he said further, I have written to Lord Speaker urging him not to agree that Trump should address Parliament as previous presidents have done because he does not respect democracy. You don't respect democracy, you fool. The courts or the rule of law. How doesn't he respect the rule of law? What are you talking about? And he does not condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Pretty certain he said it's a terrible war on both sides and he wants it to stop. I mean, that's a condemnation, isn't it? Unless you're going to go to war with Russia, it's best to be a bit, democratic, in your sort of conversations with it all, to try and get him on side a little bit so you can reach a deal. Yeah, maybe, no. All right then. as all parties at Westminster do. Meanwhile, Labour MP Kate Osborne asked Commons Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle to follow his predecessor John Bercow in blocking an address from Mr Trump. In a letter to Sir Lindsay, she said, "I'm asking you as a speaker to agree it would be inappropriate and mirror the previous speaker's recommendation." Fantastic. Just making friends everywhere. Great. These people are plebs. It is, of course, up to our government to decide if they use the state visit to engage with Trump on a wide range of issues, as above, but that does not translate to giving him the honour of addressing the UK Parliament, the decision of which I believe should reside with you. The risk of low attendance could also have negative or unintended consequences. You know what's funny about this? The honour of addressing the UK Parliament. Our Parliament's a joke. It's a farce. And we have people that are not even British in Parliament. So it's a farce. It's a joke. You got sectarian politics creeping through. It's a joke. It's an absolute farcical charade. Might as well be a pantomime. Pantomime Parliament, honestly. So Labour MPs and ministers have generally avoided openly criticising Mr Trump. No, they didn't. There's a slew of tweets from all of these people. All right. As the UK government attempts to secure a trade deal with the US to dodge sweeping tariffs imposed on countries across the world. So that would be really dumb, wouldn't it? To then block him from addressing UK Parliament, wouldn't it? Yes. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? We're trying to get a trade deal. Why would we block him from addressing Parliament? You absolute imbeciles. We are led by low IQ fools. Just absolute fools. The lowest of the low IQ. No tact. Honestly. These people are politicians. You're supposed to be a bit diplomatic. You know, a bit diplomatic in your engagement with people. You're a politician. You should be diplomatic with these things. But you're not, are you? You idiots. However, according to the Times, several MPs are now making representations to Sir Lindsay to block the US president from speaking in the Commons. One Labour MP reportedly said, quote, "Parliament has nothing to learn from a serial liar, cheat, womanizer and bankrupt. We don't need Trump to lecture and dictate his unilateral terms to our elected representatives." Ah, yeah, because our elected representatives are just so intelligent, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely. Serial liar? Sorry, didn't the Democrats, conjure up Russiagate? And, what was it that they said about that laptop? That definitely wasn't a laptop, but was his laptop. Absolutely, unequivocally was the laptop. Yeah, okay. What's wrong with being a womanizer? I mean, I'll tell you what. Sir Keir Starmer. I shouldn't have called him Sir Keir, should I? Two-tier Keir, he could learn a little bit about being a womanizer. Him and Lord Ali. Anyway, whatever. Absolute fools. If Trump's serious about engaging with the UK in good faith, he should start by removing his foolish tariffs. No. Which will only punish both US and UK consumers. It won't punish the US. He's trying to bring manufacturing in-house. It won't punish them at all. More than 70 Labour MPs backed efforts to block Mr Trump from addressing Parliament during his first term in office, with an early day motion being signed by parliamentarians who are now in Sir Keir Starmer's cabinet. Oh, it's embarrassing. Including Health Secretary Wes Streeting, who's a fool, Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner, and Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds. I hate Angela Rayner, she's a pleb. When Sir Keir met with Mr Trump in February, the Prime Minister handed the President what he described at the time as a truly historic personal invitation from the King for a second state visit. Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office last week, Mr Trump said, "They're going to do a second, as you know, a second fest. That's what it is, a fest, and it's beautiful. And it's the first time it's ever happened to one person. And the reason is we have two separate terms, and it's an honour. I'm a friend of Charles. I have great respect for King Charles and the family, William. We have really just a great respect for the family." And a spokesperson for the Speaker said, "Should a request be made to address the House of Parliament, it will be considered in the usual way." Amazing. Amazing. So there you go. We're just making friends everywhere across the world, aren't we? Brilliant. Again, where's the diplomacy? These people are supposed to be diplomats, right? Politicians are diplomats. What's going on here? Absolute imbeciles. We are led in the UK by fools.